Grace and the Garden of Imagination. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills, there lived a little girl named Grace. She had golden hair that shimmered like sunshine and eyes as bright as the stars on a clear night. Grace was not like the other children in her village. She was a creative being, a dreamer, someone who saw the world through a different lens. While the other children played with their toys and followed the rules, Grace wandered in the meadows, her mind buzzing with ideas. She would collect wildflowers and weave them into crowns, or sit by the brook and imagine what it would be like to be the breeze, gently pushing the leaves on the trees. She saw beauty in the smallest things, the way a butterfly's wings sparkled in the sunlight, or how the clouds painted pictures across the sky. One day, as Grace wandered near the edge of the forest, she discovered a hidden grove filled with trees that had never been touched by human hands. The trees whispered ancient stories to each other, and Grace could hear them, even though no one else could. As she walked deeper into the grove, she spotted a large stone in the middle, covered in moss and vines. Curious, Grace approached the stone, feeling its cool surface with her fingertips. As she did, something magical happened. The stone began to glow softly, and the air around her seemed to hum with energy. A gentle voice echoed in her mind. "Grace," it said, "you are the keeper of creativity, the spark of imagination. You have the power to bring the unseen into the world." The little girl was both surprised and delighted. She closed her eyes and let her imagination run wild. She pictured a world full of color and wonder, a world where trees could sing and rivers could dance. The stone shimmered brighter, and the ground beneath her feet seemed to pulse with life. When Grace opened her eyes, she found herself surrounded by the most magical creatures she had ever seen. Trees were bending down to greet her, their branches forming delicate shapes like art. Flowers bloomed in colors she had never known, and a rainbow seemed to stretch across the sky. "You did this," the voice whispered again. "Your creativity has breathed life into this world." Grace felt a wave of joy wash over her. She realized that her imagination was a powerful tool, one that could shape the world around her in beautiful ways. From that day forward, she visited the grove whenever she could, learning how to harness her creativity to create new wonders. She sculpted clouds into animals, painted the sky with the colors of the sunset, and made the wind dance to the melodies of her thoughts. As Grace grew older, she shared her creative gifts with the village. She painted murals on the walls of homes, bringing color and light to even the dullest corners. She taught the children to see the magic in the world around them and encouraged them to imagine beyond the boundaries of their everyday lives. Grace never lost her connection to the grove and the mysterious stone. As long as she believed in the power of her creativity, the world remained full of wonder. And in turn, Grace became a beacon of imagination and inspiration to everyone she met, reminding them that the world is only as small as the limits of their imagination. And so, in the heart of a little village, a girl named Grace became the keeper of dreams, showing all who would listen that creativity is the key to unlocking a world full of endless possibilities. The end.